Good day everyone, welcome to a new video of Crypto Michael, and today we are going to discuss the perspectives on Ethereum, both fundamental and technical. As you know, if you like this video, please like beneath or subscribe to the channel. If you do the like, it's one click, it's helping me out a lot as I might get higher on YouTube. Second thing I'd want to say is that I've got a giveaway going on my Twitter. As you can see, the giveaway will be, the winners will be announced on the 7th of July, 18:30 GMT +2, just before my live stream. If you would like to participate, please go to Twitter, where you can do or participate in this giveaway. Then Ethereum, we can see that we're still consolidating heavily. We're getting to the technical part in a little bit. But what I want to say is that there are some significant signals fundamentally that's calling for a substantial momentum in the coming years, or it's saying something about where crypto is standing at this point. And one of the major ones is that Grayscale says that they are accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum heavily. And actually more institutionals, as we might call them, or bigger investment funds, are actually increasing or allocating some of their portfolio towards crypto. And that's saying something, as the exact same people have been saying in the earlier years that crypto is a Ponzi, etc. And if you noticed, during the coronavirus period, we see a heavier switch towards crypto, and people seemingly start to understand what the perspectives are for crypto in general. And when you come to the cycle part, we know that Bitcoin has seen some cycles already. Market cap is relatively high. So the ROI on Bitcoin should definitely be lower than the rest of the market. So therefore it's also a safer bet. And then you get towards Ethereum, which is actually a DeFi platform, or just an ICO platform as we know it all. Smart contracts, Ether 2.0 is coming up. And that one can actually be the basis for the coming years. Will it be the exact platform everyone is going to use? We simply don't know. However, it's the largest at this point after Bitcoin. And you see significant signals fundamentally and technically that there is accumulation going on, and there's an increased demand for Ethereum at this point. Why I'm saying this about the institutionals is that there is a standard cycle bubble or a pattern in the cycle in which we know that during the peak of 2017, in January 2018, everyone and their mom wanted to buy crypto, which was the actual end phase. And we also know that currently everybody is trading on Robinhood, which could also include that we are at euphoria or at the peak phase of the equities markets. As it's simply a mania. Everybody wants to buy stocks at this point, and some penny stocks are doing 500%. Even bankrupt companies are doing it. So that's the signal we get there, while the bigger guys are actually selling their positions, lowering their positions in equities, given the fundamentals in the market. So there are some signals there. Usually these patterns don't play out in a few weeks. That takes just some time, but it's just a sentiment signal you should understand. And then you see here institutional investors, and we know 2017, we also know that 2014 peak high was somewhere here, and 2017 peak high will somewhere here be here in the next few years. Through which I mean that if you see that institutionals are allocating more towards crypto, we are in the phase that we are actually getting smart money into the markets. And when institutionals are playing, you should realize that you, your brother, your mom won't be moving the markets. The big guys who have your pension fund of your parents, or investment funds with like big VCs and stuff, they will be the market movers we need in the market. So if Bitcoin and crypto gets to a certain level of adultness, in which we get recognized and people start to understand the potential, and institutions start to buy in, the inflow of fiat currency or fiat money will be significantly higher, through which the actual retail will jump in over here, as you can see in the public. So you want to see more of these signals as we see in the recent period, as that can include that we are at the start of a new bull market. Second thing is that you see that more and more Ethereum is flown out of the exchanges towards cold wallets or offline wallets, or just wallets that don't move, which indicates that the supply is decreasing on the markets and people want to keep their Ethereum for a longer time. Same we have seen with Bitcoin. We saw that the amount of Bitcoins that haven't been moved in the recent year has reached the levels of beginning 2018. So the supply on the markets is decreasing, and the second part we can see is that the lockup in DeFi is on an all-time high, as it's on 1.7 billion. This is all generally Ethereum, or most of it, and that's signaling that also this amount of money on Ethereum is currently in lockup, and that also decreases the supply. While on the other hand, we know that institutionals are interested in buying crypto and are increasing the demand for crypto, which means that once we break above a significant level, the acceleration starts to occur, and when you see that there is an increased demand for a certain asset and the supply is getting lower and lower, we can see that there's a significant accumulation period in the markets, and we can see that in the recent months the volume was overall significantly higher on the charts, indicating that there is accumulation and volume precedes price. What we also can see on the ETA on Ethereum is that we are generally in one big range, and this big range can be seen as accumulation before the next cycle, just the sideways period after the heavy upwards period, the heavy downwards period, and now we are in the sideways one. And once we break out of the area between 290 to 330, if we break above there, we can start a new cycle. Second, we know that the volume is increasing. We see that the volume is actually decreasing in the recent period, in this last period, as we are currently ranging. So what we can expect is that when there is a significant move or a breakout, the actual volume will be coming in, and we will see that occur. Then finally, I want to say something about the MAs, the 100-day and 200-day MA, is I'm using them as a significance that there is a bullish period right now. Over here we can see that we moved above it, we moved below it after a serious sideways period, we reclaimed it, and we started a new cycle. In this case, we have also seen such a rally in the beginning of 2019, which took out some levels. After that we have seen a bearish period, and now we have reclaimed the previous 100-day and 200-day MA. And as long as we remain above it, we are actually in bull period. That does mean that if we get a drop down, that can still occur obviously, but if we remain above the 100-day and 200-day MA, nothing is wrong there, and we are just still in buy the dip territory. What I can also expect is that once we break this range, the likability of coming back towards the downwards range over here is very low. We know it from Silica USDT, for instance, or AV Lend. Once it starts to run, you most likely don't get an entry until a few months later. Also, trading an upwards asset is just way better than trading a downwards trending asset or a sideways moving asset. It's just easy, as you can just buy SR flips. But once it goes away, the engagement and social media momentum goes up significantly, and then you get triggered by emotion to buy back in. However, you should not be doing that, but I get it, understand it. You want to buy it in the accumulation period, and right now it's accumulating for more than 1.5 years. So then we do see that we have got some nice movements going on here, and this period over here is just an accumulation period in my eyes, as long as we remain above significant levels, which is pretty likable with this period here. broke above the 100-day and 200-day MA as well, started to accumulate sideways, in which you see that we had a deviation below support, reclaimed support at 160, and then we tested the highs again and started to accelerate upwards. Similarly, we have seen a retest of the previous high, which we held. After that, reclaim of support, and we started to accelerate, after which we tested the resistance here. So what can we expect for the coming period? I'll just include the resistance over here. What can we expect from the coming period in July? Most likely just ranging, but there are some significant levels which we should be holding. Currently we are above this range high resistance, as you can see, but the area to hold is this block around 198 to 26, might wick obviously towards the 100-day and 200-day MA. If we hold that and we get deviation below support, this reclaim, that's actually the copy of this period. If we get such a move or just another test, which seems likely, we might indicate that this reclaim or holding 216 and the renewed test of 250 starts the acceleration. And after this level, we do have some levels around here, but they are not that much likely to be rejecting. The significant period or resistance is around 330 to 290. So what can we expect? Currently we are seeing that we are losing some levels, which means that we are ranging some more. Such a structure would not be unsurprising, which is a copy of the period here, sideways movements in general. If we test the 250 level once more, I assume we are going to break through it, and I'm assuming we're going to rally towards 305, 320. And as you might know, the more often you test the resistance, the more likely it's going to be a breakout, and given the structure we see here, given the volume accumulation, it's likely that we're going to break towards the next level of resistance, which is between 430 to 480. So what to watch if we hold here? If we lose this level, the next area of support is around 150 to 165. Then the same conclusion comes again. If we drop below the 100-day and 200-day MA, the reclaim of it is a new trigger for continuation. But for now, we are in good structures. Then we also know that we've got Ethereum BTC, which is actually showing the exact same signal as the USDT chart, finally above the 100-day and 200-day MA, and currently holding it. Compression structure, in which the level that needs to hold is the block around here, which is confluent with the 100-day and 200-day MA. If we hold there and are going to tap the resistances again, all these levels are tested, so it's likely that we're going to rally further towards at least 0.3 and 0.4. So, I hope this video has been helpful for you and for your content and for your strategy. If you liked it, please like beneath or subscribe to the channel or follow me on Twitter, and I'll be back tomorrow with a new video. Have a great day.